In this Getting Started with VDI-in-a-Box video, we will show you how to prepare a golden image in VDI-in-a-Box, starting with importing a Windows 7 virtual machine. In the previous video in the series, we imported the VDI Manager virtual appliance to our off-the-shelf server running our choice of hypervisor. The first step to preparing a golden image is to import a virtual machine. This should ideally be created from a pristine ISO image. You will need to make a few configurations before importing into VDI-in-a-Box, so let's quickly highlight how to configure a virtual machine for import. Once you have imported your image into the hypervisor of choice, you will need to activate the VM using Microsoft Volume Licensing. You will also need to install the hypervisor tools, either XenServer tools or VMware tools, depending on the hypervisor that you are using. Lastly, ensure that you enable remote connections to this image so that we may log into it later. For more detailed instructions and a step-by-step guide, please see the VDI-in-a-Box Quick Start Guide available on edocs.citrix.com. Now that we have a VM ready, let's take you to the VDI-in-a-Box administration console and show you how easy it is to import this VM into VDI-in-a-Box and begin the image creation process. We are logged in as the VDI-in-a-Box administrator, and we have selected the Images tab. We will click on the Add link next to the word Images to import our virtual machine. VDI-in-a-Box searches the data store that the grid is using and shows us a list of all the VMs that are running on our hypervisor. If we click the name of the virtual machine, VDI-in-a-Box will show us if it can be imported, and if not, it will explain why they are not importable VMs. The image we wish to import is ready to be imported. Let's go ahead and bring in our image. VDI-in-a-Box prompts us to name the draft image. We will call it Win7 and enter a description of Windows 7 golden image. When we click Import, VDI-in-a-Box begins making a copy of this image to create the golden image. When we click Continue, we proceed to the next step of the guided wizard, through which we are walking the image through the remainder of the image management cycle. It will explain what it is doing, and it will provide the necessary instructions to complete the import process. We can close out of this wizard and come back to it at any time by clicking the edit icon on the image management windows. Now that we have imported the image into VDI-in-a-Box, we can take it through the image management cycle to generate our virtual desktops. The first step is to install the VDI-in-a-Box desktop agent on the image, and once we do that, we can actually connect to the image and edit it by adding any applications or patches that we wish. Once we are done with the changes, we take it through a sysprep process and we can test it as a user. When we are satisfied, we can save and publish the golden image, and once we have published the image in VDI-in-a-Box, we can associate different sets of policies with that image with templates, and with the templates, create virtual desktops. This concludes this video on importing the VDI Manager virtual appliance. In following videos, we will walk you through the key steps in the image management cycle. The next video in the Getting Started with VDI-in-a-Box series will cover installing the desktop agent on the image to enable connecting to the virtualized desktops using HDX. To download a free trial, please go to citrix.com, select Products, and VDI-in-a-Box. For more instructions, please see the Getting Started with VDI-in-a-Box series of videos on citrixtv.com, or see our documentation at support.citrix.com/VDI-in-a-Box. Thanks for watching.